Hello, fabulous Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2015. Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month we have Venus traveling in a very harmonious position for you and fellow water sign Pisces. But not only that, Venus will meet right out of the gate as the month starts. Venus will meet Neptune in the sky and then speak with Pluto. Pluto being the ruling planet of the part of the sky for you that has to do with love, the feelings of love, romance. It's currently in your opposite sign, which has to do with partnership, which has to do with commitment as well. So you put all this together, and just like it sounds romantic, it sounds intense, it sounds beautiful as well. So let me break it down for you. Venus meeting Neptune. This is about believing in soulmates. This is about believing in the dream, that the dream is possible for you. And you add to this, there's a certain loftiness. Already, when these two planets meet, it's a very lofty energy, if you will. It's an idealistic energy. But you add the element of the part of your sky that they're meeting, and we amp up that sense that belief will make it so, and that you can believe that there is a great love out there for you. The only thing with this is, I gotta say, sometimes you don't always see things very accurately. However, life is filled with moments. Life is filled with moments that ask you to look at things a little bit too accurately sometimes. So I think, why not? Why not enjoy any kind of fantasy or hope, really, is what this conversation signifies. And I do think that that's one of our greatest attributes as human beings, really, is that we have hope and that we can believe in love as well. You add to this Venus speaking in harmony with Pluto a little bit later in the month. And this is about wanting the real, really moving beyond the superfluous, wanting experiences that are meaningful, that reach right into the heart of you, and experiences that lend themselves to authentic transformation, like sort of moving beyond the superfluous, moving beyond the superficial, and wanting something that really is going to change you for the better, make you feel something that is truly real. So you put all this together, and it does suggest quite a few things, the very least of which being a meaningful month romantically. So first, for those of you who are in an established bond, I do think that it is especially going to be this meeting of, or rather this conversation between Venus and Pluto that is going to be the most significant factor this month, especially in the month of love as well. And what I think is truly very special and exciting about what is coming up is that for those of you, again, in an established bond, there's an element here of you feeling that, okay, we are moving in a direction that feels like the more of the world is opening up to us, more becomes possible to us together than it would if we were on our own. This could also be a time, again, if you're in an established bond, when your partner may experience some sort of a promotion or need to do some traveling, and this seems to work very well for you. It seems like it's a promising change that is opening up possibility to you as well, possibility that you feel that you want to use to expand your own life. Those of you who are dating somebody, so you're just sort of getting to know somebody, this type of energy speaks really strongly to having sort of these very moving exchanges, the type of conversations that are like, okay, what do you believe? What do I believe? Do we share the direction that we believe that we're going in? And especially early in the month, it looks like a lot of your hopes are sort of hanging on this person. However, even with that, it does look like ultimately whatever sort of does transpire, once you get beyond what it is that you hope for, what your wishes may be, once the two of you are able to be a little bit more real, a little bit more honest with each other, it does look like you like the direction in which both of you agree to go. So once that honesty sort of comes about, it does look like the questions you end up asking yourself based on getting more information about this person around the middle of the month, it looks like there are questions that lead you to make some really positive changes that ultimately move you towards a love that is more genuine. Those of you who are open to meeting somebody new, I mean, I gotta say, the chance of meeting somebody online is there. or connecting with somebody who in some way is very different. So either they live far away or they're from another place, maybe a different language or cultural background or racial background. Having said that, though, I gotta say, I mean, I look at this and this is really, and especially in a situation like that, there's this feeling that, oh my God, I think I've met the one and this is it. And this person in some way represents a new world, a new adventure. And so there seems to be much of a lift and an inspiration of that. But you're going to have to learn to pace yourself a little bit. Mercury is retrograde at the same time. And it does look like ultimately it is going to be sort of a gentle revealing of what the truth actually is. And once you allow that to come forward, like gently, of course, but once you allow that to come forward, then you'll better be able to decide if you are going to develop this connection further or not. But it does look a little bit, I gotta say, because right out of the gate, the beginning of the month, there's just so much fantasy energy in the air that it really could go either way. And ultimately it is gonna be about you sort of making a choice and a measured choice. Like, okay, am I gonna just continue to play this out and see how it goes? Or am I gonna cut all ties? Or am I going to believe that good things are possible here and just sort of walk the path? So that's really going to be up to you. But it looks like once we get you about 2 weeks into the month, that's when you're more fully appreciating what it is that this person really is. Really is what it comes down to. Who is this person really? What is this really about? And with that, you're able to make a much stronger decision about what this connection is going to mean to you now and for the near future as well. One thing is for sure, though, the relationship wants to show you, or rather, this month, the sky wants to show you that relationships are a force of transformation and a force for change. And that can happen in ways that feel really harmonious sometimes, as this month is likely going to prove to you.